Back at Shade's castle, Shade was looking through some old notes when Princess Celestia teleported in to say, while looking annoyed at the outside of her castle, "You know, you should move back out of Tartarus. You don't need to keep guarding Tartarus since Levon's escape." "That's not the only reason I moved my home here," said Shade, who turns to look at the painting of the old Alicorn Academy one she shared with Discord or Alice and the parents of the two sisters. "I'm still dealing with the guilt I still feel from nearly for starting a war that resulted in my pony tribe becoming endangered. I lost countless lives. I'm sending myself here not to just act as Levon's warden, but as self-exile." "Guilt, that's something I'm all too familiar with," said Princess Celestia, which is when Shade turns to her. "I'm sure you've met many versions of me, but all of them, I bet, would have something to regret. For me, it's what happened with my sister. I wish if I had really done something to help her, maybe she wouldn't have turned into Nightmare Moon, and I wouldn't have had to banish her to the moon." "Well, fate sucks. It can be a cruel mistress," said Shade, who looks to her reflection, which turns into a monster form for a second before returning to normal. "Both of our tribes have been around for a long time. I have been alone with only my servants for company for the longest time. When I had a chance to become a mother, I took it. Maybe it's time I finally put the past behind me and look to the future." "I think that's something we both need to do for both our sakes," said Princess Celestia, as Shade turns back to look at her with a little smile. "So will you move your castle out of this lava pit? I can set you up with a plot of land for it." That's a very generous offer. Sure, why not, said Shade, who lets out a small giggle. "I have missed basking under a sun on a morning cup of coffee. It's been centuries." "Yeah, I don't think being down here has been good for your complexion," teased Princess Celestia before they both share a laugh. "I'll get everything set up. It would be a lot easier to visit you by royal chariot than by teleporting all of the time." "Yeah, and I do enjoy the company. You remind me so much of your father," said Shade before they ended this little talk for now. To be continued.